Well, when we were younger, Kathleen and I were going together, and Fred, being the enterprising young man that he always has been, he's always looking for a way to make a buck. Well, Kathleen and I'd be sitting on the couch there in the living room in Westridge, and Fred's bedroom being very close by, he could overlook us pretty good there. And so he went and got some pencil paper, and he's drawing pictures of us, whatever it was we were doing there on the couch. And then he wanted to sell us these pictures. And we said, Fred, we're not going to buy the pictures. You know, you have fun drawing them, but we're not buying the pictures. Fred says, yeah, but if you don't buy them, you know, they're pretty racy, you know, and I'm going to show them to Mom and Dad. They're not going to be too happy about these racy pictures. Kathleen said, well, Fred, you go right ahead and show pictures to Mom and Dad. That'd be just fine with us. Another time, you know, when they were about the same age, and they were having a dance down at St. Anthony's for the kids in the 8th grade, and Kathleen and her sisters, you know, they took Fred aside and he said, well, Fred, we want you to dance with Margot. Margot was my sister. Not the most sought after girl in the school, but they said, we want you to go dance with Margot at the dance. He said, but I don't want to. He said, well, Fred, it's not nice. A girl is to be a wallflower and no dances with her, she doesn't feel good, you know. So you really need to go dance with her at least once. So he agreed to go ahead and dance with her at the dance. Then afterwards, they cornered him again and said, okay, Fred, did you dance with Margot? He said, yes, I danced one dance with Margot, but I didn't like it. And there was another time Fred and I went down to Laramie and got together some kids that I knew down there that we did scuba diving, and then we were up to Guernsey and went swimming and diving or whatever. Well, Fred wasn't diving, but he was out on the lake sitting in an inner tube, and in the process he ended up sunburning his legs and his toes pretty bad. So then we went from there on back to Casper, and the family was having a picnic that day at Glen Rock, so we stopped in the picnic on the way back, you know, and because everybody knew everybody was going to be there. When we telling sisters about what all had done, and then they found out that he had sunburned toes. And then they were really getting after him. They were trying to step on his toes and all that. I can remember running around chasing him around trying to step on his toes. You know, big sisters are really good to your little brother sometimes, but, you know, Kathleen always said, oh, we weren't stepping on his toes, but it's not the way I remember it. Anyway, there's just a couple of things to remember about Fred and when we were younger.